before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get Cashback, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I'm just going to be going over what I've been going over since the 1st of December. That you have a little time but not much left. It's only about maybe 2 weeks left for the EIDL. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's in your reports for all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. Now, if you don't have a car or you don't want to use your vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below, along with the Wealth Dasher link, and that way you can still Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below. Holiday season, it's all of December, and you can do this after December, and that's get cash back for your online shopping. And you can do that by clicking the Cashback link in the description below. Now, today is December 14th. The deadline for the EIDL for all three, the EIDL loan, the targeted advance, and the supplemental targeted advance, the deadline for all three of those is December 31, 2021. That's for all three. No ifs, ands, or buts. They shutting it down. That's just to accept applications. Now with the EIDL loan and the targeted advance, they'll be processing after the 31st until the funds are depleted. And they still have $100 billion, so they got a little bit to go. Because remember, it's the loan or whatever you qualify for, and the target advance is $10,000. Now with the supplemental on the 31st, yeah, they're really shutting that one down, because not only are they not accepting applications after the 31st, they're no longer processing the $5,000 grant after the 31st. So up until whatever time, December 31, they'll be processing and accepting the applications. But they're not going to finish processing all of the applications because they're shutting it down on the 31st. So after the 31st, nobody else is ever getting the $5,000 supplemental. 31st is the last day. So get those apps in today. But remember, the EIDL loan and the $10,000 targeted, they'll be processing after the 31st, but no more applications are going in after the 31st. So let me do what I always do. All these videos, let me go into the SBA website and read it to you again. COVID EIDL deadline approaching. This is at SBA.gov. I say this in every video. And for those who watched this video several times, why are you still watching? I'm glad you're still watching. Thank you. But get to submitting your application. You have to do the EIDL to get to the targeted EIDL. And you got to get to the targeted EIDL to get to the supplemental targeted. So in order to get the $10,000 targeted and the $5,000 supplemental, you first have to apply for the EIDL loan. You can do that by going to SBA.gov. All right. Then you will go to COVID relief options or something like that. They think that's what it says. You will see the COVID relief programs, and they have all the stuff there. So it says here at the top one about the loan. This is for the loan. The EIDL loan application will be accepted until December 31, 2021. We will continue processing applications after the deadline, including the reconsiderations. But they will not be accepting any applications after the 31. December 31 is the deadline for applications for the EIDL loan. In addition to that, or I should say additionally, the targeted EIDL advance application will also be accepted until December 31, 2021. And they will continue processing applications after the deadline, including reconsiderations, but they will not be accepting new applications after the 31st. So again, with the EIDL loan and the $10,000 targeted EIDL advance, no more applications are being accepted after the 31. So that's December 31, or I should say the 31st. I keep saying the 31. But after December 31st, they will not be accepting any more EIDL applications, period. Whether it's the loan, the targeted advance, or the supplemental targeted advance, no more applications are going in after the 31st. And even on the 31st, there's no need for you to be even applying for the supplemental, because your application, chances are on the 31st, your application is not going to be seen. And they're not processing anything after the 31st for the supplemental, which they go into right here in the next one. The supplemental targeted advance applications will not be accepted or processed after the 31st of December. That's including reconsideration. So, I mean, there's no even need to say that, because they're not accepting anything. So, they're even not, it's like, hey, after the 31st, there's nothing we're doing for you for that $5,000 supplemental. So don't even try it. So they encourage you to have it in by the 10th, but today's the 14th. So I'm saying for myself, telling you, go ahead and get those applications in between today and tomorrow. You can even do it after tomorrow, but after tomorrow, you're dwindling your time down for them to process the supplemental. Again, you'll be getting the EIDL loan and the $10,000 advance. You'll be getting that processed after the 31st. But remember, you have to get started even now. If you have the emails for the target and the supplemental, go ahead and submit those emails. All right. Well, again, you have to submit the targeted, but then you will have to use the information from the targeted to go through with the supplemental. At least that's how it was with me. I don't know how it is now. How it was for me, once they had the information for the targeted and they approved it, I went on ahead and submitted the application for the supplemental through the email, and the targeted information was already in there. I just had to click a couple of radio buttons and boom. Radio buttons are like, you know, the little buttons, almost like a multiple choice. You know, so I had to click those buttons, and then boom, it went through. I didn't have to fill out any information. It just clicking the buttons, and boom. And you will see, if you go through my EIDL list or my channel of videos, you will see the walkthrough of the supplemental targeted advance, how simple it was. All right, you're just clicking some buttons, boom, it went through. All right, so get the EIDL loan app in today. If you haven't, do it, because you have to do that in order to get the targeted. You have to get the target in order to get the supplemental. Now, if you fill out the loan application, you probably got both. I don't know how they're doing it now. They're going through it kind of quickly. So you might have gotten both emails already for the targeted and the supplemental. But you still have to submit that targeted first, because they have to have that information to put in for the supplemental. They have to process that first. Had to be processed. Don't just submit the application for the targeted and thinking you're just going to turn around and do the application for the supplemental. As far as my experience, it didn't work like that. They had to actually process the targeted first, so that information to be in the system, and then you submitted the information for the supplemental, which used the targeted, because the targeted is 50% loss. The targeted advance is just, I think it's 30 to 35% loss. but the supplemental is 50% loss. So they're using that information from the targeted for the supplemental. All right. Hope that helps. It's the 14th. I'm saying by the 15th, you can still submit your applications after the 15th, but chances are it's not going to be seen. All right. But anyway, go ahead, submit those applications, people. Get that 10,000 and that 5,000. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the Cashback link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.